places, told me things you would not know. I kept on moving, I kept on striving, I kept on pushing, I kept on climbing, I kept on going, I kept on shining. So now you know what the time is. You know I say it even though I hate it. You better know I am the greatest. There used to be a great tower alone on the sea. You became a light on the dark side of me. Love remained a drug that's the high, not the pill. But did you know when it snows, my eyes become large and the light that you shine can be seen. Baby, I compare you to a kiss from a rose on the grave.
Yo, baby, you know I love you, right? You know I need you. You know I can't live my life without you, right?
Hey Timmy, I know you love that girl there. Sweet girl. Oh, baby, baby, baby. That girl that look good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, so me sing a tell her.
Can't live my life without you.
Sweet girl.
Must build my world all around you. Oh, yeah.
Good girl.
I see my future with you. Baby, it's true. You'll wear my ring forever. Ooh, yeah. And when I see the sign that points one way, the lot we used to pass by every day. Just walk away, Renee. You won't see me follow you back home. The empty sidewalks on my block are not the same. You're not to blame. Just walk away, Renee. You won't see me follow you back home. Now as the rain beats down upon my weary eyes, for me cry. The first time that I saw your face, I could not concentrate, 'cause you take my breath away. Oh girl, intense passion burning in your eyes. Girl, it makes me wanna cry. You are a special kind. One to the two to the three. Girlfriend, you're all over me. I can't take it no more. My girlfriend. Two to the three to the four. Girlfriend, I'm all over yours. You're coming home with me. My girlfriend. When I close my eyes, I can see your face, and I feel so good when I'm in this place. Only you can make me feel this way. It's a natural high, my heart pulsates. You're in my head, you're in my mind, and I'm feeling great. I'm in a dream, my sweetest dream, I don't wanna wake. Don't wake me up, I access point, I'm in paradise. 'Cause girl, you rock, you really rock. You got me hypnotized. If I had you, girl, you would be my world. I wouldn't make you cry. If I had you, girl, you would be my world. I'd never tell you Shorty looking so good, tattoos on her back. If I holler at you, baby girl, holler back. I know I got you, and that's for a fact. But I just like to see how dude react. The night ain't over, let's go home. You won't be needing that cordless phone. Just me and you, yeah, we're alone. Then we can get it on until the morning. Girl, I want to stay the night. Stay that night, yeah. Everything will be alright. It will be alright, yeah. Look in my eyes, can you see the green light? Can you see that light, yeah? It's about to be the time of your life. 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 You're probably glad that you stayed with me. Now you got me feeling like ecstasy.
You mentioned that you grew up in the Pentecostal church. Did you sing in church? And if so, did you play any instruments in church?
Yes, a little bit of guitar, and I used to sing. Yes, I used to have in St. Mary. There were two different churches that I've been to. One of them was a Church of God, but I grew up in a Pentecostal church where my mother and dad were Christians. But I play and sing with a quintet group. Like there were 5 of us, 2 guys, me and another guy, and 3 girls. And it was blazing. And I used to play the guitar, and everybody else sing. And so yes, I like playing the church. And just so you know, I don't know if you listened to this track yet. The one that I did with from what's her name? That song "Goodness of God" that was done by CC Wyans. Yeah. I vibe. That song came to me a certain kind of way. At my job, I'll tell you this real quick. I was using passwords, and I ran out of passwords, and I said I'm going to start using passwords that have something to do with the Bible or do with God or love. Yeah, I do have something that is dealing with the same thing up till today. Oh. But that day, the one that I was when I heard that song, I was doing "I Love You, Lord," and then a couple of numbers, and I would be able to go into my computer. And one day I heard somebody, it wasn't the original singer, it was somebody on the internet singing the first verse of the song, just on one piece of the song. And I hear she goes, "I love you, Lord. Oh, your mercy never fails me." And I'm like, "I love you, Lord." That's my password. I go, all right, this is a sign. And the next thing is history. I mean, hung out. I've get some good feedback from it too, real good feedback.
It's a nice song. It is a nice song. It is.
Yeah.
And I see that you're 5th out of 9 children, right? I mean,
yes.
Do your other siblings, are they in music too? Do they love music like how you love music, or?
I want to say that they love music, but none of them are totally involved in music. I mean, I have a brother who is a pastor of the church, and he sings too, and but he's not like into music like me. I mean, the way I'm into music, I would say, if you ask me seriously how much I put into music, I would say 150%. I put more than 100 every time. Every time I go in there, it's like something is in me that's just telling me to just, music is your calling. Music is your passion.
Your passion.
Yes. I love music like nothing else. A friend of mine told me too, he said to me, "Timmy, if you were doing a segment of the music, or say you were a manager, or you were an A&R person or somebody like that, I think you would be huge already." He said, but you choose the hardest part, to be an artist. It's hard to be an artist.
But you have to go with your passion though, really, you know.
Absolutely, I agree.
You have to go with your passion. Timmy, do you sing mostly cover songs, and do you have a lot of original material?
I have original material too. As I was talking to my friend Makas the other day, DJ Fireball, and I was telling him about a song my son wrote for me. I have quite a few originals. Some of them are on my most of my other albums are original. But there's a song that my son wrote for me, which is an original. I think this song is a song for the whole world to hear. And just like how you have Bob Marley doing that song, Three Little Birds, or a song like One Love. Let's use One Love, for example.
Okay.
One Love, to me, is an international song, and you could class that as, you could talk about that song as a reggae anthem of the world.
Anthem. Oh yes, oh yes.
Yeah, because he's talking about loving one another, you know.
Yes.
So I have a song called The Greatest, and when I told my friend about I have a friend in Jamaica. I told him about the first time I told my friend about the song. My friend said, "Timmy, you write a song named The Greatest?" I said, "Just listen to it." And he goes, "Yo, when I first heard this," after he listened to it, he called me back and said, "Timmy, when I first heard the title, The Greatest, I thought it was gonna be something like a show off or a brag. So I didn't really was drawn to the name, to the title. But once I listened to the lyrical content, I really realized that it's a very humbling song, and it's a really good song. I'll tell you this quick story how I get to do that song with my son. So we got this rhythm track from a studio that we used to work with a guy named K Mel's, producer, and he gave us a track. And my son said, "Dad, you take a copy, and I'll take a copy, and let's write on it, and then you'll tell me. We'll decide which one is best when we meet up again." So he 2 days passed, and I went to see him, and he said, "Did you do anything with that song?" And I said, "Yes." And he said, "Let me hear what you have." And he started playing the track, and I was singing some lyrics, and it was a love song about this girl that I met, and she's so beautiful, and all these wonderful things I was saying about her. And my son said, "That's a great effort, and I like your melody. I like what you put to it. You know, it's awesome." He said, "It goes good." He said, "So are you gonna keep that?" I said, "I'm thinking about it." And he said, "Well, before you do that, just listen to what I have." And he goes, "All right, I'm going to sing the chorus for you, the hook line." And he goes, "You know I say it even though I hate it. You better know I am the greatest, as much as they say, and it's okay. But they must not know about me. You know I say it even though I hate it. You better know I am the greatest. I am the greatest. I am the greatest. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah." Just like that. And I like,
Nice.
"Where did you get that from?" And he goes, "I'm gonna tell you the truth. The actual lyrics come from Muhammad Ali, that boxer used to say, 'I am the greatest.'"
True, true.
So that's where I got that from. But I believe it fits fits this song, and I think it fits you. And I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "I think we should write this. When we write this song, it should be about you." And I said, "What do you mean?" And I said, "All right, give me the chorus and I'll write it." He goes, "No, you cannot write this song." And I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "You're going to make it too sappy." God, this song is about you, but it has to be a song that everybody can relate to. Rich, poor, old, young, great, powerful. Everybody, every individual, the guy that walks in the barefoot on the sand to the guy that lives in the palace on the mountain. He goes, everybody has to be able to relate to the song, you know? And I say, "Okay." And then he started writing the song. I can tell you, we were in the room, the track was playing, and he kept holding the paper in his hand and writing it on the wall. And he kept writing and walking around and writing, and as he started putting the words together. And the first verse of the song goes, "If reaching far is working hard, I took the longest step. You see me, you see you, nobody can come next. I live my life a way that God has blessed me so. He took me places, told me things that you wouldn't know. Kept on moving, kept on striving, kept on pushing, kept on climbing, kept on going, kept on shining. So now you know what the time is. You know I say it even though I hate it. You better know I am the greatest." And when he wrote the song, and he go on to say some other things, like, you know, you've been through life and you get cuts and bruises and all kind of things that happen to you. But as long as you believe in yourself and never give up, as long as you believe in yourself and never give out, as long as you believe in yourself and never give in, you can win.
Exactly. Those are some powerful lyrics. And I actually saw the video.
Yeah.
I watched the video. The video is nice.
Yeah, thank you so much. So,
powerful lyrics, man. Powerful.
Thank you.
Powerful.
Maybe one of these days, they might have me playing at the Super Bowl and I can sing it for everybody.
You never know. No, you never know, Tim.
True, or the Olympics. Or I actually told my manager one time, I said, you know what, we're gonna walk the red carpet someday, and she goes, okay, well,
Yeah, you never know, man.
Of course,
you never know.
To me, the sky is the limit. If
Exactly.
you believe that something can happen, and you keep fighting for it, you can actually get it. I mean, in life, I believe that we call that. You need a few things like dedication, determination, perseverance, stick-to-itiveness, and of course, humility. You got to be humble because it's a huge part of it. But anything that you want, and if you believe in God, I mean, the Bible says faith without work is dead. So you can pray about it and all that, but you need to put in the work also.
You have to be passionate. You have to be passionate.
Exactly. When you're passionate and you can put the whole thing together, you'll be amazed at some things that can happen. And
it doesn't even seem like work. When you're passionate, it doesn't even seem like work.
Absolutely. I agree with you totally.
Tell me, how long have you and your band Reflex been together, and who are the band members?
All right, I'll tell you, Reflex has changed over the years. I mean, it's anybody that I have in the band with me at the time is Reflex. So the reason why I say that is because I've had this name for quite some time. I would say about 25 years or so. 25 years. And, people have left and come back, and, some people have left and gone for good. And, but presently I have a drummer. His name is Paul Brown. I have a guitar player. His name is O'Neil Stennett. I have a keyboard player. Two keyboard players. One name is Travis, and the other guy's name is Dwayne Morris. He's my musical director also. And I have a couple of people who I've used for bass. And Derek, when he can do it, I call him and use him. And then I have a girl, her name is, we call her Chevy Palm. Her name is Chevanese, and she play bass with me sometime. And then I have two background vocals. I have a guy who I've been talking to, and he's willing to come, a saxophone player. His name is Yishka. He lives in Florida, but my intention is to get him in the band too. I talked to him recently, had a meeting with him. I was in Florida, had a meeting with him, and we were trying to get him in the band also. Then I have two backup vocals, Joanne Williams and Maria Wilson.
Oh, okay, nice band. I mean, I think I've seen a few videos of you guys.
Yes, and if you look at the one that says Timmy Love and Reflex, you'll see most of the people from the band in there.
Okay, yes, I think one or two ladies.
Yes, those same two ladies. Yeah, they're in there.
They're still there.
Background vocals. Yes.
Okay. How often do you play out, and where do you guys play?
Okay, I used to play out very often, like 3-4 shows every week, all the time. Mostly like nightclubs, like I said, around the tri-state area. But I also do private parties and weddings. And recently I give up the nightclub scene, and I'm doing only private parties and weddings, and also working on my album, which is going to be my 6th one, but 7th, because I have also a various artist album, but which has a lot of different features, a lot of different artists from Jamaica, like Ghost and Teflon and Mr. Perfect, and a couple more people, Singer J, and Tony Curtis. But presently I am working on my career to take it to the next level. And as I always say, sometimes you have a bunch of things in your hand and you try to pick up something else and one fall out. It means that your hand is full. So sometimes you have to get rid of something to get something else that you want. So I've reached a stage, and I've decided a few years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, that I didn't want to do the nightclub scene and all that stuff anymore. I wanted to be on the big stage. So I'm making a huge sacrifice right now by just playing private parties and weddings. So when I can get the band together to do it, we just pull them together and we do private parties and the weddings, which pay much more, and I can afford to pay them a decent amount of money. But then at the same time, I think I have always dreamed of being on the big stage. And I believe there comes a time in your life when you just have to grab the bull by the horn. I believe it's time to do it now, and that's what I've been working on diligently. So playing in London was a good thing. I've actually been on a couple of tours too. I've been to Africa and I've been to Japan. So I'm thinking of bigger things and better things. And right now, at this point in my life, that's where I see myself. I want to do the music 100%. I've worked in a hospital for many years, but at this point, I feel the urge to just do music, and that's where I'm heading to.
That's your passion. That's
Yes,
your passion. Keep at it, Timmy. Keep at it.
yes, absolutely.
Are you the sole songwriter of the group's songs? Or
Yes, presently, yes.
yes? Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
but if anybody write a song in the group and give me, or if anybody want me to sing a song, I'm more than happy to do that. And as we say about the group, I am very passionate about live music as opposed to singing on tracks, and that's one of the things I like. And that's why I try to keep myself with a band. I know sometimes there are going to be shows when they say, "Yo, we can just afford just the lead singer. We only want you, and if you can use tracks with it, I'll do that." But my ultimate thing is to keep working with my band, and when we hit that big stage, I want the first time we hit that big stage together, I don't think I want to ever look back. So I'm making sure I've been working on the band, telling them what my expectations are, what I would like for them to do, and I've been working diligently with them because I am the kind of guy who don't think I want to take all the credit. I want to make sure that people, the people in the band can come in, because I believe diversity can bring good things to the group. So if everybody come with their ideas, I'm willing to accept it. But my thing is just really need some good synchronization, to make sure the band, everybody's playing together, and everybody playing their instrument well. And I believe that with experience, which I know most of my people have, we can use it and create something that could create an impact on the world.
That's pretty good, Timmy, because when people feel as though they're a part of something, you know what I mean, and that they can actually give ideas, that even makes a band stronger.
Absolutely. If you were close, I would give you a shake, but make believe I'm shaking your hand.
No. I firmly believe that. That.
That is so true, and that's why they say there's no I in team. And
right.
Teamwork is a dreamer. That's where all of that comes from.
It's a band. It's not you're not a solo artist per se when you're with a band.
Exactly.
That's
why I believe that Michael Jackson and Bob Marley was able to shock the world that they did with having the same band all the time and having the same people and having a really good band that builds with him and play with them. But of course, Michael Jackson band was phenomenal too. So working together like that, I think it can bring a better result. My mother used to say 2 heads are better than 1, but imagine 8 people in a band and everybody is firing. Like when the right side of your brain is working, it's like you can't make a mistake.
Oh, yes.
That kind of thing. Yeah.
Tim, I know you recently graduated with a master's degree, right? What prompted you to get a master's?
All right. So to be honest with you, I'm working for huge health system in Connecticut. So, I have 7 teaching hospitals under one umbrella. It's a huge conglomerate, 37,000 employees. And, I know that a lot of people are always saying, but especially at my job, you need a degree, you need a degree. So, and they keep asking you if you have a degree. Every time you apply for a promotion, they always ask you what degree you have. So I decided a few years ago that I was going to do it. But then I was prompted by a couple of people who said, listen, go get your degree, man. I mean, you have the ability to do this. And one time I was in a meeting, and while I was in the meeting, I was very instrumental, and I was saying some things that were very relevant and made sense. And one of the directors came over and said, can I talk to you after this meeting? And I said, yes. She said, just meet me at my office. And so I met her, and she said, so why don't you have a degree? She said, I listened to you talk, and I listened to you talking in there, and everything that you said was so good. And I couldn't stop thinking about how professional and how educated and how edifying you sound in there. That was really brilliant. So I said, I thank you for that. I appreciate it. And she said, if you go back to school, trust me, you will go far. And that's my recommendation. And I went and I get my bachelor's. And while I get my bachelor's, I got a promotion. And then I said, if I'm in corporate, even though I love my music and I'm doing my music, I might as well make the best of what I have. So I went on to do my master's. And when I first started doing that, I talked to a couple of people, and they said, "But Tim, I talked to you on numerous occasions, and you always tell me that you want to do music. So why a master's?" So my explanation was I wanted to make the best of what I have and wanted to grow even more, because I wanted. In my position, I feel like I'm in a leadership position. I'm a supervisor in the department that I work, and I'm always telling people that, listen, I believe in helping people and supporting people. I said, if you notice in the world today, when you do something bad, everybody talk about it. You do something good and they brush it under the rug. They say, good job, and then brush it under the rug. I said, I come to change that. I want the things that you do bad, I want to help you make them better. But the things that you do good, I want to echo them across the room. I want to go on the Empire State Building in New York City and just talk about you, how good you are, you know. And I said, that's the thing about teamwork. When you find everybody who is good at something, and usually people are good at different things, and then when you bring that to the table, you know how powerful that group can be. If you have different people coming with different ideas and different things to the meeting, to the organization, to the team.
And then when you as a supervisor can identify that too.
Absolutely. So I told them that, and they kind of got drawn to me with that. So I said, you know what, I'm going to get my master's. And then another friend said, really? And I said, yes. And I said, listen, I'll give another explanation. And this is what I truly believe. I said to the person, I said, do you know Denzel Washington? And she said, yes. And I said, do you know Taye Diggs? And she said, yes. And I said, they're two different individuals, correct? And say yes. And I said, they do have something in common. They're both actors, right? And the person said yes. And I said, but if Denzel Washington is being called for a part in the movie, don't believe his check is going to be the same like Taye Diggs, because he's like I think is like a 2 or 3 time Oscar winner. It's going to be different. His paycheck is better, stronger. And I said, I want to be at my best in whatever I do. And I said, you know what, I'm going to go back to school and get my master's. But I got my master's in leadership. And it doesn't mean that you have to lead in an organization. I look at there are 2 platforms. I look at the platform in an organization, or in an organization where you have people who you supervise and you can talk to them within that organization. Even the president can talk to all 37,000 people in my organization, because that's his platform. But there's another platform, which is the world platform, which when you sing, when you are a radio host, when you're a preacher, when you are an athlete, it's the world platform they're performing.
Yeah, it is.
You go to the Olympics. And that's how I feel with my music. I want to be on the world platform. I want to be on a platform where I can reach out to more people. And I believe that in leadership, I kind of learn these things too, that in leading, it's not just about you, it's about everybody else.
Right, walking side by side with people.
Exactly.
Not necessarily in front. Not necessarily in front.
Oh my God, you're so right. It's about working together in love and unity and harmony, and some wonderful things can happen. You know, when you work with people and you can build with them, it can be amazing. So the whole thing about leadership, like you know, some people are charismatic, some people are old-fashioned and traditional. But if you put all those little qualities that you do in learn in leadership in action in the world, in your family, with your friends, you know, the world can be a better place, because leadership requires not just you, but everybody else pitching in to be a part of the team.
Absolutely. Tell me something, Tim. What's more rewarding to you, recording a song or singing it after you've recorded it?
Singing it after I've recorded it. I have.
Why?
All right, I'll tell you. I have a thing for the stage. I feel like it's home to me. When I'm on stage, I lost myself. You know, I just sing and just go crazy. So a friend of mine came to one of my shows one time, and I was performing, and he goes, "Hey, Tim, what you did here was fantastic, man. I've never seen anything like this for a very long time. He said, all those people you're singing to out there and moving in the audience with and vibing with, do you know them? I said, no. He goes, then how you go up to people? I said, I just feel like I belong. I feel like we're having a party. I feel like when I sing to someone or sing about someone or just say, this line is for you or this song is for you or this thing is for you. And I was saying like, don't worry about the thing because everything, little thing is going to be all right. A Bob Marley cover. If I sing that people are enjoying it. I want them to feel that energy. So when I perform, I get involved with the audience. So when I'm performing the song, I put my heart and soul into it. As a matter of fact,
Nice.
two things I'll tell you. One of somebody told me they said to me, when I listen to your songs, I really love them, but there's something about that gospel one. And I said, what? And she said, I feel like you're singing from your soul. And I said, that was the intention. I wanted to sing it like that. So when I'm singing a couple parts of the song, I would say, yes!
You did your job. You did your job.
Yes, because I wanted to feel that real old-time nigger spiritual thing. Because I wanted to feel that, yes, man, I'm feeling it. And I wanted to send it out to people the same way. So, yeah, when I'm performing the song, I forget it. I'm lost on the stage.
As opposed to being in the booth, you feel that you're in there just by yourself.
Yes. And to tell you the truth, one of my producers, Sidney Mills, used to work with Steel Pulse, the keyboard player from Steel Pulse, actually came to my show one time and said, he goes, why don't you sing like this in the studio? I said, this is my home. When I'm on stage, I let loose. He said, do the same thing when they come to the studio. I said, okay, I'll do it.
Salute.
Yes.
Tim, what are your social media handles?
Okay, on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, it's Timmy Love Reggae. On TikTok, it's Timmy Love. But apart from that, I have a website, timmylovemusic.com, and I have my music through Zoljack and also through CD Baby. So you'll find me on Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, all the platforms. I'm out there.
Okay, all right. Okay, so you're out there.
Yes.
All right, let me see. DJ Fireball, do you have anything you want to ask to me before we wrap up? Maybe he's not around. Well, Timmy, it was great speaking with you.
Oh, the pleasure is mine.
You're very interesting, very, very interesting. You've had a long career, and like you said, it's your passion, and you're just gonna go for it. And I believe in you and your band.
Thank you. I'm ready to take it to the next level. So very, very soon I'm gonna be giving it my all, meaning that I'm gonna be just doing music, period. I think I'm on the verge of doing it because I started making some links already and starting to do the things. I did some promotions in Jamaica, in London, and people from even Australia have been calling in, and from Africa. So I want to hit that stage 100 miles an hour with my band, and I'm looking forward to it. And I'm looking and hoping that maybe very soon we'll be doing some things together. I like what I'm feeling with ReggaeBitz&Pcs. It's a huge honor to be a part of the family, and it's a huge honor to do this interview with you. I'm enjoying this to the maximum. Not only enjoying just the talking to you, but the feeling, the atmosphere that is being witnessed by us this afternoon. I'm feeling a good vibe, and it just feels really good to be a part.
Yeah, the vibes are good. The vibes are right. I felt the same way too. And we learned a lot about you. I mean, people do interviews and stuff, and sometimes, they're not asked questions about, their background and, where they're from. It's good to say, okay, you're from, let's say, Kingston, but okay, tell me a little bit more about yourself. You know what I mean? So people who don't really know you can know you.
Absolutely.
And by asking you these questions, I felt that I've learned a lot more about you.
Yes, and also the question that you asked, to me, I find them very appropriate and very nice, and I really enjoy answering them too, because I think they were really good questions that I could, explain what's going on with myself.
And you did and I like the answers that you gave too. So
I appreciate it. Thank you.
So yes, Timmy. As I said before, it was a pleasure having you on a platform, and of course, Timmy Love to the world.
Thank you. I appreciate you, and I appreciate you, D-Lit, and ReggaeBitz&Pcs. Thank you so much for having me. Pleasure is absolutely mine. Thank you.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. Today we will be talking about a sedentary lifestyle. So, what is a sedentary lifestyle? Well, a sedentary lifestyle is a lack of significant physical activity. It can be measured by the amount of time we spend sitting, reclining, or lying down during waking hours. 4 to 6 hours of being inactive is definitely defined as a sedentary lifestyle. This unhealthy lifestyle affects the body in different ways. The lack of motion has become a major concern due to the health risk it proposes. This behavior is causing serious problems among children as well. They engage in activities that warrants them to sit for prolonged periods of time. Encourage them to get out more. It is a known fact that insufficient physical activity has adverse effect on our health. For example, it can lead to obesity, heart disease, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, stroke, type 2 diabetes, and certain types of cancer. A sedentary lifestyle can also affect our mental health by increasing depression or anxiety. If you are that person living a sedentary lifestyle, there are a myriad of ways to break that lifestyle. Develop a fitness routine, whether it's walking, running, swimming, riding a bike, or joining a gym. Take the first step towards being physical. Even small changes to the amount of activity you get can lead to more significant changes in overall health. Therefore, reducing sedentary behavior and increasing physical activity are both important to promote a healthy lifestyle.
Greetings, this is Timmy Love. Reggae Bits and Pieces is where it's at. Tune in and check out the cool interviews with reggae musicians and artists, old and new, known and unknown. Come see and experience the reggae world from a different perspective. Blessings every time.